afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Recently, through Pathways, I answered a questionnaire about my communication style. Wasn't difficult. There was about 25 questions, and you just had to answer how you felt. Do I prefer people to think that I'm sociable or analytical, or do I prefer people to think that I am, well, anyway, I didn't have the questions in front of me, but we answer the questions and then you find out your communication style. But what is communication? Communication is, according to Google, the imparting of information from one person to another, from one person to a group, and it can be verbal, hello, my name is Diane, or nonverbal.
Huh.
It also can be electronic. It can be TV, it can be internet, it can be text messages, email, podcasts, you name it, social media. So there's a lot of communication ways to communicate out there, and it's very important to me, it's important to my business. So I took this questionnaire, and I'd like to tell you today what type of communication style I scored highest in. There's 4 types, and I scored highest in direct communication. Direct communication means confident, direct, decisive, competitive, independent. Yes, yes, the perfect communication style for sales, and that's what I do for a living.
All right.
So I thought, oh man, but why, I said to myself, am I not Barbara Corcoran? Why am I not the multi-million, billion, grillion dollar salesperson? Well, Toastmasters tells us that while there is 4 styles, not everybody fits in just one style. There's all 4 different types, and it's usually a little gray. And my next style was supportive. Supportive, which means calm and steady. Sometimes a supportive person doesn't like change, so people think they're indecisive. Well, that's not good, because that's almost the opposite of direct communication. So how do I communicate? And I really had to think about that. I thought about it again, and I thought about my business and what I do for a living. This is what I learned. I do prefer direct communication. And that's why in business, I like to use emails and text messages a lot. When I talk to customers, it's very easy for me to write out a quick email, answer their question, get a response. I have a written record of what I've said, and that's how I prefer it. Does everyone like that method? Well, no. Some people don't even do email, even this day and age. So I have to go back and say, what do I need to do for this person who either doesn't communicate using electronic means? I also have to say what I do for a living is I help people buy and sell property. For some people, this is the largest transaction financially of their lives. I can't just send them a quick message. Pick up the phone. Meet them in person. Find out what they're concerned about and answer their concern. That's where the supportive part of my communication comes in. And maybe where I can improve is being more supportive at times. So, as a realtor, for example, yesterday, I was in a townhome with a customer. They were in the kitchen, looking at the kitchen, and they said, you know, Diane, I don't like black appliances. And I had to answer. My answer was, Well, did you know, according to research, the most popular appliances are stainless steel. Buyers seem to like stainless steel the best. The second most popular appliances that people like are black appliances, but there's a lot of changes going on in the industry. Even white appliances have come back in a white stainless steel type of appliance. So in other words, I communicated to my customer that you may not like this type of appliance, but it's popular and it will resell. Communication is very important to me professionally. It's very important to get the message across and to establish effective relationships with people. It creates better understanding with the others, and it's always important to communicate with your customers. Thank you very much.
Yay.